95.5 WFMS. Good morning. It's Jim, Deb, Kevin on this Monday.
I didn't sleep much last night, guys, so I'm caffeinated a lot right now.
Oh, really?
So you know,
That's good.
yeah.
So you're more wired than the normal wired.
More wired than the normal wired.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
Say hi to Wired Kevin.
Oh, it's going to be quick. 95.5 WFMS with Jim, Deb, and Kevin.
You know, Mondays are made for good news stories. Here's a good news story for you. 13 years ago, a waitress had the idea to save all of her dimes while at work. Her tip money, all in dimes.
Just the dimes.
And her goal was to use the money to pay for a graduation trip for her daughter to go on to Hawaii. And this is 13 years ago. Well, her daughter graduated, and she cashed in the dimes.
What?
She had $6,566 worth of dimes, so her and her daughter were able to go to Hawaii. They leave in 7 days, by the way.
And here I was thinking it wouldn't be enough.
No, it's more than
Wow.
enough. They both got to go. I love that. And Ford got a patent for flying drones that could come and jumpstart your car if your battery dies.
Oh,
Kind of like
boy.
a flying AAA. So
Hey, that'd be pretty cool.
Weird, though.
Yeah, that would
Just
be.
a drone with jumper cables flying around looking for people.
You know, it'll happen.
Yeah, I know. 95.5 WFMS, Jim, Deb, and Kevin. We thank you so much for joining us on this Monday morning.
I don't know who counts this, but they say you have 85 minor mishaps a year. 85.
Okay.
And the number one minor mishap, the number one, is one we've made fun of Deb doing over and over again.
What was it?
It's trying to unlock your car and then realizing it's not your car.
Oh, yeah.
Really? That's
That's the number
one?
one mishap. People go up to a car at a grocery store.
Yeah.
And with their groceries, and they're hitting the unlock button, and it's not
opening up,
unlocking.
yeah.
So it's a
And
common
And you can't
occurrence.
Evidently, we made fun of you, Deb, but it's the
Thank
number
you.
one minor mishap, trying to unlock your car before realizing it ain't your
I
car.
think it's because we're distracted.
Right,
You know,
right.
It looks close enough. Same make and model.
Well, that's true. Well, I see, because I had my Jeep there for a while. And there was another green Jeep. It was about 3 cars down from me.
Yeah.
And I went to get in. I opened the door. It wasn't even locked. I opened it up like, this isn't my stuff.
It has never
What
happened to me.
here before?
This has never
Never
happened
happened
to
to
me.
you?
Never happened to me.
Oh, well, of course
Because I
not.
drive an old truck. No one has there's no other truck that looks like it.
95.5 WFMS. Good morning. It's Jim, Deb, and Kevin on a Monday morning. Hey, Deb, what's your one-pot meal?
My one-pot meal is a good one.
Okay.
And I've never made this before, but it is bourbon skillet pork chops
Ooh.
with apples and onions.
Okay,
And I'm
that
telling
sounds
you,
good.
anything that has
Okay, say that again. What now?
bourbon skillet pork chops, so basically pork chops
Yeah.
with apples and onions that simmer in, and anything that has whipping cream, it makes this
Oh, that little
creamy. It's
gravy,
like
yeah.
it's got whipping cream, it's got some Dijon mustard, so it's this creamy mustardy sauce that you pour, and you actually do put a couple of teaspoons of bourbon in there.
Or more.
Or if you want to go a little heavier,
Right.
actually it's tablespoons, 2 tablespoons.
You like more of the
of bourbon.
sauce, so to speak?
Yeah,
The
more sauce in the
Okay.
sauce.
Okay, the main ingredient here, Jim, are the pork chops.
Pork chops?
Yeah, you can get the recipe on
Not
our
when
Facebook
Jim's
page.
done with it.
Yeah, go to WFMS Facebook. You'll get the recipe there and give it a try.
Sir, you're drinking your dinner. 95.5 WFMS. Jim, Deb, and Kevin, thanks so much for joining us here this morning.
I guess we got a lot of grumpy people out there
What is
because most people say they don't like going into the grocery stores that have greeters.
Or any
They
kind
don't
of
like they don't like being greeted. I'm here to get my tomatoes and my strawberries and my ice cream. I don't want to be
You
greeted.
don't want to visit?
I don't. I love it. I love someone says, "Hey, welcome to Meijer, welcome to Walmart."
Oh, the employee.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yes,
But
okay.
most people say they will avoid that door
Aw.
or they'll just walk on by and not
Really?
even acknowledge them. I think that's kind of a nice little
I
gesture.
think I appreciate it. I think it's
Yeah.
kind.
Yeah, the only thing is, and I'm fine with it too, but there are some times where when I hit that door, my brain has those 4 things that I have to get.
You don't want to forget?
And I usually can't remember any more than 3.
So if someone says, "Hi, welcome to Meijer," you've
I'm like,
got to go back home.
where's my phone? What was on the list? It could happen. 95.5 WFMS with Jim, Deb, and Kevin. Of course, the summer travel season is underway, and it's underway in a big way.
Yeah, no kidding. I read this headline and I about had a heart attack because I thought it said that I would be spending that amount. It says you will spend, as in we as a country, will spend $214 billion on trips this summer.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that's double the pandemic levels. In fact, it's a record amount of spending they think we'll do this summer. Folks are ready to
Really?
travel. They are ready
Even
to get out and do
before the
stuff.
pandemic,
Yeah.
this is still
Wow.
going to be more.
Yeah, even before.
Now, you've got yours all scheduled to go on a little summer
I am.
vacation.
We're going to go back up to Door County,
Door County,
Wisconsin. We were there a year ago, and we loved it. We're going back up there.
All right. And
Yeah.
Deb, you've got a
Oh,
trip
my gosh.
planned.
I'm going to be at a theme park. Please help me.
Oh, the whole family, isn't it?
Disney.
Oh, my God. You know what?
wow.
There's $214 billion right there. That's it right
Right.
there.
You got to do some traveling?
Hey, I'm going to head down to Nashville, I think,
Oh,
for a weekend.
fun
so,
for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Music City.
Well, when you travel, be sure to take us on. You can take us with you.
You can.
And listen to us
It's
online.
95.5 WFMS. Good morning. It's Monday with Jim, Deb, Kevin. We mentioned a little earlier, a lot of people are going to be hitting the road and doing some traveling this summer for the summer vacation season.
Yeah, and if you travel by way of car, it means a road trip. And it's probably good to, as a public service, we'll remind you of what the three major road trip rules are.
Rules of the road.
Yeah, you should follow these, regardless of where you're going and who's in the car. Rule number one is everyone has to use the bathroom before leaving.
Yes.
They have to.
Yes.
Even if you say you don't have to go.
Oh, no, you
go anyway.
Yeah, I went yesterday. No, you're going now.
Right.
Number two, you must wear deodorant, but no perfume or cologne.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you have teenage boys, you want them wearing deodorant.
Right.
Yes, please.
Yeah. And then rule number three, which might be the most important rule of all, is the person driving gets to change the radio station.
Yes, they're
gets
in
to be
charge.
Of it.
Yes.
Get charge of the music. So
you're.
that's why when we travel, Jim will find some either a bluegrass channel as we're traveling through parts of Kentucky and Tennessee, or soft jazz. That's those only two options. We're like, well, Jim, can we put on some?
Do we get a say?
No, I'm driving.
The soft jazz works because then I turn around about 10 minutes later, you guys are asleep.
That's true.
Got the whole place to myself.
Now, I should mention there's actually an amendment. There's three, but I think I've added a fourth one,
What's
which is
that?
bring snacks.
Oh, yeah.
Enough for the whole car.
That should have been number one.
Yeah, but don't just bring your snacks. Bring us enough to share with the whole
with
car.
everybody.
That's
All
I
right.
think so. Hey, sign up to play Can't Be Deb at WFMS.com. Hey, I don't know even how this is possible. And Deb, maybe you can help me out. A man in the UK is addicted to cheese.
I like cheese.
He has spent over $70,000 in the last 2 years buying cheese.
Buying cheese.
He eats 2 blocks of cheddar cheese a day. Is that even healthy?
My doctor said cut out dairy.
Wow.
He
No.
eats 2 blocks of cheddar daily?
2 blocks. He spent $70,000 in the last 2 years on cheese.
That's a lot of cheese.
That is.
I like cheese. But that's a lot of cheese.
2 blocks of cheddar a day. And he says he occasionally will mix it up and buy a different type of cheese, but for the most part, cheddar is his go-to cheese.
That's a lot of money, too. $70,000. Think of what you could do. That's a couple college tuitions.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Imagine if he was addicted to Starbucks and that, like that.
Oh, wow. It's all
He'd
over.
be broke.
95.5 WFMS. Jim, Deb, and Kevin, we thank you so much for making us a part of your Monday morning.
Now, you guys have been honest with me, right?
All the time.
I don't think Deb's ever lied to me. Jim, you may have 1 or 2 times
Right.
in the 30 years we've been together. But for the most part, I think you guys have been totally honest with
What
me.
are you getting at?
Well, I think I'm a pretty decent singer, but
Oh.
I can tell by the voice there. There are 4 things that we're not good at, but think we are: listening, driving, singing, and giving advice.
Okay. Listening.
Now, when we
Driving,
travel,
singing.
Jim always drives because he's the better. He claims to be the better driver.
I'm the
He's
safest,
the slowest.
I think. Yeah.
Slowest.
No.
Yeah, I think Deb. Don't be offended, but I think Deb sometimes doesn't hear what we're saying because she's multitasking, doing multiple things.
Really?
But I think I'm a pretty good singer.
Well, I like to call you a stylist, So I'm not really lying to you.
I'll be honest. I mean,
Okay.
you have other good qualities, better qualities.
Singing isn't one of them. No.
I stylist with this. So music is an art form, and this is his
I'm
art
more of a
form.
jazz kind of guy, right?
Yeah, you're
Just find
a
a note and bend it. until you-
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Yeah.
You bend it all right.
And if you want to know what we're talking about, you can always listen to the Friday song.
Yep.
And you can get that on our podcast, by the way. I get to sing along with that.
Yes.
Although I've noticed the last few episodes, Jim, my microphone's really lower than
we have a
everybody
problem
else.
with it. I
Is
don't
it
know what
really?
is. We
Okay,
should
because
have
I'm a good
fix.
singer. It's not that.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure.